Illuminate Minds. Today I am going to share with you all the details of an open assessment exam known as E-Litmus. E-Litmus is an open assessment exam which is just like other exams like MCAT, CoCubes, TCS Ion. Now what happens is these days the companies, rather than going to recruit their manpower from the campuses, they are hiring on the basis of the scores of such exams. Now E-Litmus Evaluation Private Limited Company, which was founded by few ex-employees of Infosys, is responsible for conducting this exam. Companies like Accenture, IBM, then Novell, Equifax, these are such companies who hire on the basis of the E-Litmus PH score exam. Now let's talk about the unique features of this E-Litmus exam. This test is conducted across 37 cities in India. This is an exam which is based on a differential negative marking scheme. I will be talking about that scheme in detail in the later part of the video. This is the exam which tests your knowledge up to class 10th basically, not the core knowledge but just the fundamentals. Other uniqueness of this exam is that all the required formulas are given in the question paper itself. Besides, this exam is a non-adaptive exam. This exam also doesn't have any sectional time limit because it is strictly a pen and paper test, unlike other tests which are online. Now let me talk about the rounds of this test. This test has two rounds. The first round is the E-Litmus round itself. As I mentioned, it is a pen and paper test. Now the scores of this E-Litmus tests go directly to the hiring companies, and the other rounds or the subsequent rounds are on the decision of the company. Like few of the companies may take a technical interview round followed by an HR interview round, or there may be two or more technical interview rounds in any other company. So it will totally vary from company to company, right? Now moving on to the eligibility criteria in the E-Litmus PH test. Now there is no criteria as such for this test. Any student who has got BE, BTech, ME, MTech or MCA degree is eligible to apply. But here also I would like to mention that companies are giving their own criteria, which will be posted with the advertisement, the job advertisement itself. So as I already mentioned, then in the rounds also, the criteria for the rounds would vary from company to company. Similarly, for the eligibility also, the criteria would vary. So you need to check in the advertisement itself. Now this PH test, or which is also known as the hiring potential test of E-Litmus, has three sections. The first section is the quantitative aptitude, second is the logical reasoning, third is the verbal aptitude section. Now all these sections will have the questions which are the MCQ questions, and the test scores are evaluated in terms of percentiles as well as the absolute scores. Students, there will be 20 questions in each section and each question is of 10 marks. That means you will have 60 questions in total and the total number of marks are 600, right? Now, as I already mentioned, that there is a unique negative marking scheme in E-Litmus. Now this scheme, also known as the differential negative marking scheme, is a unique feature of this exam. In this scheme, out of total number of questions attempted, if you have got 25% or less number of questions incorrect, there will be no negative marking, but more than 25% will have a negative marking of half of the marks. Let me explain it with the help of an example. Say for example, you have attempted 12 questions and out of those 12 questions, 3 are wrong. Then for these 3 questions, there will be no negative marking. But from the 4th question onwards, if you are getting some wrong answers, then there will be a negative marking of half of the marks of the question. Since I have already mentioned that the question in this section is of 10 marks each, so that means 5 marks will be deducted for any wrong answer. Let me give you one more example. If you have attempted 12 questions and you have got 4 wrong, then till 3 questions there will be no negative marking, but for the 4th question there will be a negative marking of 5 marks. Let me give you another example. Let's say if you have attempted 12 questions in total and you have got 5 questions wrong, then there will be no negative marking for the first 3 questions, but for the 4th and 5th question there will be a negative marking of 50%. That means since each question is of 10 marks, you will be deducted with 5 marks on question number 4 and 5 marks on question number 5. Students, one most important thing to be noted down here is that this negative marking scheme is applicable section wise and it is not on the total number of questions, right? Now let me talk about the syllabus. Syllabus for quantitative aptitude is the topics like probability, percentage, permutation combination, number system, time, speed and work, etc. Rest of the topics are given on the screen, you can see from there. In the logical reasoning, we have data interpretation, data sufficiency, syllogisms, puzzles, crypto-arithmetic, etc. In the verbal aptitude, we have reading comprehension, parajumble, sentence correction, FITB, etc. Now the important topics for e-litmus out of these are like percentage, permutation combination in case of quantitative aptitude. In logical reasoning, the most important topics are data interpretation and crypto-arithmetic, and for verbal, the key holds in reading comprehension. So students, please be thorough with all these topics I just mentioned. Now talking about that what is considered to be a good score or a percentile range for e-litmus PH test. Now in case of quantitative aptitude, this range is 75 to 95 percentile. For logical reasoning, it is again 75 to 95 percentile, and for verbal aptitude it is 65 to 90 percentile. Now how many questions you should be able to make correct in order to get this percentile? Now in case of quantitative aptitude, the number of questions you should be able to solve correctly are from 5 to 8. This is 5 to 7 in case of logical reasoning, and for verbal aptitude this may be from 11 to 15 questions. So these many questions if you are able to get correct, then you can have a good score from e-litmus PH test. Now students, as I've already shared that the other rounds or the subsequent rounds vary from company to company. So few of the companies may take technical interview round. So technical interview round will test your knowledge on the technical subjects or your core subjects. Even they may ask the questions which you have done in the project in last year. So you need to be thorough with the details of the project. And few of the companies may also have the HR interview round. Again, HR interview round is a kind of final round. This is a face-to-face interview round with the company's HR. There may be questions related to your family, your other qualification, interest, hobbies, salary expectations, and other questions like where do you see yourself after 5 years, what is your future plan, why this particular company. So you need to be prepared with all these questions. So students, this is all from my side. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.